Hello, and welcome to today's video break. I'm Sabra, and I'm thankful that you are joining us today. These are Monday through Friday videos to help you to decide today I'm going to actively live my faith. And so we're in Psalm 25, verse 8 that says, "Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore, he instructs sinners in his ways." And so there's two adjectives, two ways that David used to describe who God was, good and upright. And when I often think of God, I don't necessarily think, I don't describe him even in my journal or even my private writings as like, oh, God is upright. But it's interesting that concept that God is upright because his ways are always right. And so if you're looking for a way that is right, there's no other way to look except in who God is, in his word, is packed full of right ways. But often what ends up happening is we try to determine what's right based on the situation we're in, based on what others are doing, based on what the popular opinion is saying. And I often tell my kids, if the popular votes this way, maybe we should look a different way. Because Christianity in our world today often goes against what others are doing. And we don't want to be controversial. We don't want to look self-righteous. But at the same time, we're following a God who is upright. And you will not fail if you're following his rightness. If you're following his goodness, you will not fail. And so that puts us in trials in life. In many situations, there's going to be trials. And why? Because our faith is often tested by our actions, isn't it? Like we're put in a circumstance where we know, okay, God, what is the right thing to do in this situation? And it clearly is indicated in his word. But yet, if we do that, we might be talked about, we might be slandered, we might be looked at as, differently than what others are looked at. We might even not even be popular because we're doing the right thing. But here's the truth. You will be so satisfied with who God has made you to be, who God's made me to be, when I choose what is right, despite what others are doing. We may have to go against the flow. And then, and God is also described as good in this passage. And the goodness of God is a characteristic that no matter what situation that we are in, God is good. It's not based on the situation that we're in that God is good. God is good. Our situation is irrelevant. God is always good. And so if you're walking through a trial and you're struggling to see and understand this goodness of God, look up. David often found himself in trials. He was being chased. Saul wanted to murder him. So I think he understood when he said God is upright and good, because he looked for that. He looked for God. He sought after God. He didn't get despairing of his situations and lived in that despair. He looked for God. So maybe today you just need to pause and say, God, you are good. Help me to see your goodness. See you back here tomorrow.